Hey you guys, welcome back to Creative Journey. I am Amber and I am so excited about today's. This is all about using gilding flakes in an abstract way. So we're going to jump right in, but first let's read our verse. It is Psalm 139, 23 and 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties, and see if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. All right, let's jump right into Psalms and washi tape off our verse, and then I'm going to be pulling out some white as well as black apple barrel paint to kind of mix them to get a grayish tone. You could also just use a regular gray paint, but I do kind of want the texture of the different colors that you get when you actually mix the paint yourself. To get the background, I'm going to be using a pretty narrow, thin paintbrush, but it's fairly wide, and I'm just going to go up and down to get coverage on the back. Once I get the back covered the way that I'm happy with, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my heat gun, or you can let it dry. We just want to let that dry completely before going on to the next step. Now to get the texture I'm wanting on the back side of this, I'm going to be using just a plain paper towel. I've kind of crumpled it up, and then I'm tapping it in my paint, making sure there's not too much paint, and I'm going to go along my entire page like that. Majority of this I'm wanting to be white. It's gonna kind of mix with that grayish background, but I do want to grab some of that gray, a little bit of that black, just to get a darker gray color, and I want to cover the entire page like this, including covering your washi tape. Now, I did get a little bit concerned when doing this that my washi tape was starting to disappear, and hoping that I remembered where it was at, but at the end of it I didn't have any trouble and it was fine. After you're done with that, go ahead and dry your page. Alright, now we're going to use that same piece of paper towel, mixing it with some more black. And we're going to kind of go in an arch, but it kind of gets skinny in the middle and it spreads out at the left and the right side. This is where we're going to end up adding some gilding flakes. But when the gilding flakes don't stick in certain areas, I'm wanting the contrast of the black to shine through. Once this layer is completed, you can pull out your heat gun, dry it completely, and we'll go on to the gilding flakes. Now you're going to see that I'm using a glue pen. This is called a Nuvo Smooth Precision Glue Pen. What this glue does is it's specifically designed that when it dries tacky, thus allowing the gilding flakes to adhere to it. It's a really easy way to glue your gilding flakes down to your page. I'm going to be using gold and silver today. I'm going to start out by using the gold colorful calling gilding flakes that came in the October Bible journaling kit. They are a little bit messy, so make sure to not breathe too hard and turn off any fans going in the room that you're going to be doing this in. So at this point, you have your gilding flakes out, and you can see I'm just using my index finger to slide those gilding flakes around, hitting all those spots that I put glue. Now, you want to make sure that you do rub it to get any excess off. At the end of it, I am going to wipe off my page, make sure I get any and all excess on there, and I'm going to start with the glue pen again, preparing the page for the silver gilding flakes we're fixing it here. Now, these silver gilding flakes I got off of Amazon. It was just an off-brand. They were completely fine for what I was using them for. So if you need to grab some gilding flakes, you can head over to Amazon and find like a 3-pack. It comes with gold, silver, and copper. It's really pretty. And the look that these gilding flakes give is just out of this world. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and remove my washi tape. Now, I'm using a weeding tool that people use for vinyl to remove my washi tape because it's in there under some layers. And then I'm just going to run a heat tool over it to pull off. If you're ever having any issues with your washi tape, you can take a heat tool, run it over your tape, and it makes it a lot easier to remove it without ripping your page or anything of the sort. I am going to continue running this heat gun over my Gilding Flakes, making sure everything's dry, everything's secure, and we're going to move on to lettering. So I recorded me hand lettering the word everlasting, and then for some reason my camera shut off where I don't know what happened. So you didn't get to finish watching me letter the rest of my page, but I did start out and I wrote everlasting. When hand lettering, always write it all out in cursive, and then you can come in and you can darken up, or thicken up maybe is a better word, your downstrokes, which really makes your lettering pop to a new level. So after we get done with this, I'm going to give you a final look at our Bible journaling entry we did today. Okay, we are done, and here's a final look at our page that we created. Now, I will tell you, I feel like the video captured the beauty of the gold Gilding Flakes way better than my pictures, and so often I feel like that my pictures are better than my video, but in this case, I think that you're going to be super thrilled with the way that your entry looks. Don't forget, tag me on Instagram if you ever follow any of these and do the exact same Bible journaling entry, or you're just using some of the same techniques. Tag me on Instagram at Creative Journey. I would love to see your entries. Don't forget that you can like the video. You can comment below with any questions or comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Number one, it super helps the channel, and you will get a notification every time we send out a new tutorial. Until next time, I'll see you soon.